Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome to the channel. My Hair, My Journey will start in 30 seconds. All right, guys, welcome back. If you are watching, just let us know, leave your comment, and we will see it below. So, guys, thank you and welcome to the first episode ever of My Hair, My Journey. I am very, very excited to have you here. Of course, please ensure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss an upload from myself. I post every Tuesday at 12. So, today, with me to kick off this series called My Hair, My Journey, I have my mom with me, and I'm going to read her bio, and then I'm going to bring her on, and we're going to give her a KayKaySlays welcome. So today I have with me Sandra Daniels-Harte. She is the wife to Ralph, my father, for almost 27 years, and she's a proud mom to myself as well as to my two other sisters and to all the millions of sisters and brothers we have adopted along the way. She loves to sing, she loves to collect inspirational quotes, she loves to write, and she loves to motivate people. She's a people's person and she believes that everybody should be treated as if they are somebody. She says her biggest claim to fame is being able to identify as a child of the Most High God. And one of her favorite quotes is, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." So, welcome, Sandra Daniels-Harte, to the KayKaySlays page. Let's give her a warm welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming on. Say hi to the people before we get into the questions.
Hi, everybody. Hi, all of the KayKaySlays fans. I am so excited, as you can imagine, to be the very first guest on the My Hair, My Journey. So let's just take it away.
Yes, great. So I want to say, first of all, thank you very much for agreeing to do this. And for those of you that are new to the channel, My Hair, My Journey is a series where we're just going to come, we're going to talk about our natural hair. And it's the hope to encourage our fellow naturalistas as well as to educate those who may not understand why we say stop policing our hair or some of the struggles that we have to go through as Black women who choose to wear their natural hair out in this world. So that's a few. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and we will try to answer them even as we go through this interview. So my first question for you today is how long have you been natural? How long have you been rocking your natural hair?
Okay, well, there are two sides to the story. So let me give you the
Okay.
story. So I haven't been natural all my life. I've had my hair relaxed for, looking back now, I would say like for too long. But I think sometime, I guess maybe 2004, I think Sinead was like about two, when I decided, I was going to start a natural hair journey, and I did. And so I had my hair natural for quite a long time until I think it was like 2012. Then I just woke up one morning, like I had a wedding to go to. I think I was going back and forth on what style do I put this hair, put a braid on, and then I just decided I'm going to go relax this hair. And I did. Do I regret it? Yes, I do. And so in 2012, I had my hair relaxed again. And then I did that for like another until like 2016. And then I started my journey again. So this is my natural journey, second coming or second round.
Natural journey second round. I think there are a lot of people who are in the natural hair journey. They test to probably having a second round or having a start over. I've had many start overs on my journey with my natural hair, so I know exactly what you mean. So thank you for sharing that with us. So you said that you straightened your hair. So can you tell us how you went back natural and how did you transition, or did you do a big chop? Did you transition? But how did you get back to your natural phase once you would have straightened your hair?
Okay, I don't think I was ever bold enough to do the big chop. And
Mm,
so like I did it in phase. I just allow my hair to, like the term we would use to say, like grow out, where I just
grow
stopped
out.
relaxing my hair. and I
Mm-hmm.
just left it and it would grow. And then every time I go to the salon to have it washed or whatever, they would just like clip the straight ends bit by bit by bit until, of course, it took longer to be fully natural again. But that was how I transitioned.
Yes, so that's very great. For me personally as well, that's how I did as well. I was never brave enough to do a big chop, but to all the people that did, kudos to you. But I as well also transitioned. So that's really good to know that I have a fellow person who took the transition route with me. With some people might say it might take longer because with the chop they say hair grows back faster, but that's just the route that we chose to take. So my next question for you is, what is one advice that you wish that you received either before you restarted your journey or during your natural journey that you're still on right now?
Yeah. So I think something that would have been good was for me to know that the natural hair needs as much attention as the
Mm,
relaxed hair. Because with my relaxed hair, I was going to the hairdresser every 2 weeks. I was having the once a month steam and that kind of thing. But somehow with the natural hair, it's just like you just let it go. At least that's what happened with me, where I wasn't like paying attention to the having it steamed or the deep conditioning or whatever, and it really hurt the hair, I think, because you would find that your hair would be dropping and whatever, and you're like, oh, whatever. But I think that it's important for people on the natural hair journey to realize that your natural hair needs the same amount of time and effort as you would give to the relaxed hair. You can't just leave it to grow wild like anything else. Like, I know you would say I'm too much, but it's like raising your children. You just can't leave them on their own. They have to be groomed. They have to be trained. They have to have good influences. And similarly with the hair journey, we can't just say, okay, it's natural. This is what I was born with. It's going to do whatever. We have to take care of it. So if that was a piece of advice I had prior to going natural, I think I would have taken much more care than I did then, but which is something that I'm actually trying to correct now.
that is super great. I think it's very important that we remember that our natural hair needs just as much love and attention as if we would have had it straightened or relaxed or whatever. I too have fallen short where sometimes I neglect my hair and I don't put the moisturizer as I need to and all these things. And then when you do and then it pays off, it's like so rewarding. So please, for those of you who are on your natural hair journey, you can take this advice and make sure that you take care of your hair, you moisturize your hair, you go to the salon if you need to get it professionally washed, but do whatever you have to do to ensure that the hair on your head is healthy because you don't want thick or long unhealthy hair, right? We want healthy hair. That's what we are promoting today. So my next question to you is, have you ever been the victim of any sort of discrimination due to wearing your natural hair, either in the workplace or just living your day-to-day life, or maybe in some sort of setting? But have you ever experienced any sort of discrimination or felt off because of a comment made or something like that about you wearing your natural hair?
But thankfully, no, not that. If it was, it might have been more in a covert way, where because
Mm,
I can't tell you of any experience. I've had experiences, especially with my braids, when I travel to like
mhm.
strange countries where people, I guess, they're not accustomed to seeing hair like that and braids like, lots of people thought that braids was my natural hair for one thing. And then I
Yeah.
had where people would want to touch, it's like, can I touch it? Or ask questions like, how do you maintain this and what do you, so I've had a lot of questions, and whenever I have my hair like this, like my big puff like I have
You
now,
big.
people would absolutely love it. People like, oh, I love your fro, and you should wear your fro more often. So I'm very happy, and I guess in my job where we embrace diversity, it's not an issue at all. It's not an issue at all. So thankfully, I have to say no, I haven't.
Well, lucky you. We know that some people have not been so fortunate in their natural hair
Yeah.
journey. But I'm happy that you have not experienced any sort of discrimination for wearing your hair. And we do hear people say, "Oh, can I touch your hair?" And there's a lot of people who are actually opposed to people touching their hair. So since you said that you've been to strange countries where people would ask you to touch your hair, how did you handle it? Did you let them touch your hair, or were you like, no, back up? What did you do?
Well, like you said in my bio, I'm a people's person. You know your
Okay.
mother. So if somebody said, "Can I touch your hair?" I'm like, "Yeah, by all means." My only issue was like, "Please don't let them pull this thing out." You know what I mean? But no,
Understood.
I think I'm always very open like that. You want to touch it, and of course, I respect people's privacy in the sense that if they don't want people to touch their hair, that's quite fine. For
Yes.
me, no, it's quite fine. You want to touch it? Go ahead. Just don't pull it out.
Just don't pull it out. Let that be a key, because too many times we have seen, you ever walk somewhere and then you see somebody like braid on the ground and you're like, whoa, like, so, just don't pull it out. You can touch it. I know some people are very opposed to touching, to having people touch their hair, and that's for different reasons. Personal space, we don't know where your hands have been. If you have a question, you can post your questions in the comments, and we will air it if it's for myself or my guests, and we will answer it. So you have to be very careful, girls, and whoever you go to get your hair braided by, make sure that they tuck it in tight, because you don't want to be embarrassed. And I have some friends that would embarrass me if a braid ever fell out of my head. So be careful, guys. So my next question to you is, what are some of the favorite products that you use in your hair, and how have these products worked for you?
But I don't think I have a favorite one that I can put my hands on. I think that right now I'm still looking for a brand. Like usually I've been making my own concoction. Like we would say, I would take some oils and take some Vaseline, and I would try to put them together. Right now on Facebook, there are all of these different wow brands that you're saying. So the thing is, which one do you really choose? So I don't have, I wish I had one that I could say, well, it really worked for me. I know that recently we tried the Do Grow, I think it was, or I think we tried Do Grow with something else, and we put that together, and that worked. But since you're going to have this program, I'll be listening to hear a lot about some good referrals, and for to hear what other people are using, because I'm very open to trying different things. You don't want to try too many things that then it can end up
True.
messing your hair
Yeah,
up.
messing your
Right.
hair.
So yeah, so that's why. So I don't have like a favorite brand that I'm using right now.
Definitely. And I just want to plug, even though it's not in store, my mother makes a mean concoction for your hair. Like, I will share my natural hair journey with you eventually. And the way you see my hair now, it's all kudos to the concoction that she made and that we use here regularly. It has been a blessing. So we actually have a question. I don't know, can you see the screen from our viewers? This is from Kisa Hart. Thank you very much for watching. And so she's asking you, what's the scariest experience you had with your natural hair? Can you please answer Miss Kisa's question?
Okay, so my curious experience. Okay, so like one time I had these braids in my hair, and I was going to travel, and I was going to have my hair done, and so I needed to take my braids out. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember one of my daughters, no name, no warrant, said,
I hope it's not me.
"I can help you. I can help you take your braids out." And I
Oh,
was tired because like I worked, I was running to get so many things done and everything else. And so I said, okay. And I showed her like, so I'm cutting. I said, you cut and then you loose. And I sat on the floor, gave her the pair of scissors, and I fell asleep because I was so tired. So it was done, and I just went to my bed. It was very late. The next morning, when I got up to comb out my hair, wash my hair, and get ready to go to the salon, I realized that half my hair was gone because my daughter, who had helped me, and in her young exuberance, she must have been like 10 or whatever. She cut most of the hair out with bits. So that was the scariest thing that has ever happened. I almost passed out. However, that's all in the past, and my hair grew back, and I love my daughter to bits. It never came
You know,
between us. So that was my
thank you very
scariest
much
experience.
for that question. We have a comment from Mr. Joshua Mason, who is saying that he's going to pull his hair out if Ghana Amazon Warriors don't win. And our advice to you is don't pull your hair out. Alopecia is not cute. And we have another comment from Gabriel David, who says natural hair is a journey in patience, and that is so true. You have to be patient with your hair. And my other
Mm.
encouragement to people who are watching would be not to compare other people's hair to your hair. Love your hair, spend time in your hair, and enjoy the experience and process of your hair. So before we go, I want to ask you one final question, and this question is for everybody who is anybody who is watching, the people who will watch even after this live stream is over. But what is one piece of encouragement for a fellow naturalista that's on their hair journey right now? What is one piece of encouragement or advice you give to people like myself and other people who are viewing who are on their natural hair journey?
Okay, so I guess when you hear one piece of encouragement, I guess you're looking for my response to be a certain way, especially about hair. But I think
Yes.
I want to go in a next direction. While I want them to take care of their hair, my encouragement to them would be to take care of themselves. And in saying that, what I mean is to just be yourself in this journey. I want them to remember that they're fearfully and wonderfully made. So, however they have their hair, they are beautiful. I just want them to be unapologetically themselves. So, let them take their time. Don't be fooled into thinking, and you said it, that you have to compare your journey or it has to be like somebody else's or have to
Mhm.
always have something in your hair to be favored or to stand out. You let your hair down or up, whatever you feel, go out there, take the world by storm because with Christ, whether your hair is natural, it's perm, it's bald, or whatever, you can do anything. So that would be my
Amen.
encouragement, not only for anybody on a natural hair journey, but for anybody who is on any journey. Go out there, get up, dress up, show up because you're a champion.
I think that is the perfect piece of advice I could ever get, or anyone watching this can ever get. Be you, unapologetically be you. You have to be very authentic and just love yourself. Love you, love the skin that you're in, and go out there. That thing that you're afraid to do it. We have another question from our viewers. This is from Kisa Hart again, and she's asking, when have you been most proud of your natural hair? So can you share that with us? When have you been most proud of your natural hair?
I think I'm most proud of my natural hair when I'm able to wear it the way I am. Because sometimes for the natural journey is like you have a lot of braids or a lot of things inside. And I think like and let me I pause before I say this because I know that if you weren't on camera you would roll your eyes. But even this journey is a spiritual journey as well. Because it's like where you're deciding that I'm taking all the for want of a better word, I'm going to say mask off. So I'm taking out the braids, I'm taking out the what you call the stitching thing, I'm taking out
Influence.
the weave. Yes, I'm just taking it out. This is who I am, and I'm not afraid or I'm not ashamed to show this is who I am. So I think I'm very proud when I wear my natural hair and the world sees that this is who Sandra is. This is without any crochet or any wig or any extension or whatever. This is who she is. And to me, that's very spiritual for me because I believed I and you said it to my by, I'm a Christian, and I'm not ever ashamed to say that, wherever I am, that we should always be our true selves. So, at one time, and I think that was one of the reasons I kept my hair relaxed for so long, where there was this feeling of, you have to have this long, straight, natural hair to be beautiful, or whatever. But when you understand who you are in Christ, and that everyone is fearfully and wonderfully made, then you can just be who He made you to be. So I'm very proud when I can have this outside. This is who I am. You take it or you leave it.
Amen. Thank you very, very much. We have one piece of advice coming from the comments as well. This is from Real David, who says one piece of advice for their hair would be to deep condition often, and he says deep conditioning is good for your hair. And she said, so true, Auntie Sandy. So I guess she was agreeing with you on your comments about being you. I want to shout out the people that commented. So I see Sarah Hart in the comments. Thank you. Kashanti Pierce, thank you for watching. Hart, Gabrielle David, Joshua Mason, thank you for watching. I see IKEA Thumbs in the comment who says definitely being natural comes with a sense of comfort. You feel absolutely relaxed, especially when you are able to master multiple styles. And then Kashanti also says she's so beautiful, rock your natural hair, mommy. So that's for you, mommy. So I want to say shout out to all of you that have been watching, everyone that's going to watch this once it's over. I hope that you are encouraged. I had so much fun doing this. I hope that my guests had a lot of fun doing this. This is just the first of many episodes to come where I will talk to fellow naturalistas. And if you are watching this and you want to be a part of it, all my information is down below in the comments. You can reach me on Instagram at Rafael Kizaya. The link is in the description, or you can email me at KayKaySlays24 at gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching.
Can I
Please,
say something before
oh
you
yes,
jump off?
say something.
Okay, no, so I just want to say thank you for having me. That, like, this was so much fun. I enjoyed sharing. Thanks to everyone who joined in and gave your comments. But I have a question for Gabby, and she can leave it in the chat. She's been doing amazing with her natural hair, and I would really love to have to hear about her deep conditioning. You know
Okay,
what she
well,
does.
what
So
we
maybe
can
we
do
can
is
get Gabby on,
that's what
and
I
she
was
can,
about to say. We can have Gabby as a guest. So Gabby, save your comments, and we will talk, Gabby. We
okay,
will talk
and I
and have
ask my
fun.
questions then. Okay, great.
Yes, join, watch, and ask your questions then. So
And I'm
thank you
sending
so
love
much.
to all the viewers and
Yes, all the
everyone.
viewers.
Love you
Me too.
guys.
Thank you very much. Please remember to, of course, like this video, share it, let them know that we have a beautiful thing going on. We were encouraging people on their natural hair journey, and of course, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss an upload from this channel and from myself. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Bye.